Yeah, we here.
Welcome back.
That song came out was hard too. Welcome back.
Yeah,
It was just welcoming back.
Yeah. I think everybody wanted to hear him. Everybody wanted to hear him rap.
You know I'm singing the actual original, right?
Oh. You ever seen that?
You always got to be there, like
I know, I was though.
You seen that thing with the girl, the young girl with the guy? They got the little thing they do.
Hey.
No, would she be singing like the modern? Would she be singing the modern version and he be singing the older version in the car?
No.
Oh, it's on YouTube.
Yeah, let it go.
It was better than the 3LW that he did last time.
Welcome to the You're on the Island by Yourself club.
You got the island shirt on. You got the next Hawaiian Sophie, Island Boys.
Island Boys twins.
What y'all listen to on the way over here? What you listen to?
Not the Island Boys.
Do they even have a song?
I don't know. What did they do?
Yes, it did. I'm an island boy.
Yeah.
I'm an island boy. Because I'm an island boy.
Song.
I didn't know it was a
That was their whole thing.
Like a Weird Al Yankovic.
So they was being loud.
I'm about to do a take 3.
Or whatever the case.
What you listen to? Radio?
I was listening to that Quavo. Yeah, I'm on my Future shit. You know, Future inspired this hat. Nah, it's not true. I'm joking. But yo, shout out to Haran Couture. He got this whole drip for me right here.
Nice,
500 Flatbush Shopping. Give him a shout out. You know what I'm saying? He got some good, some good shit for you. Or whatever the case may be.
You know why that's upsetting me, right? Because I gotta keep. Last time I had to reach out to Sam. They blessed me, you know what I'm saying? He hooked me up, Sam.
I see.
I contemplated Sam, and he looked out for me.
Right.
But now, your boy got to look out for me now. He got to make some big and tall or something else for somebody else.
Yeah,
big. I need to ski. I went inside. Hey,
potato sacks.
Nah, but I guarantee he definitely make something for you.
Tell Haran I want custom work.
3X Hoochie Daddies, you know what I'm saying? Brand new.
3X Hoochie Daddies. If it's 3X, then you know they're Hoochie Daddies.
Now he still could be. I got 3X Hoochie Daddies right here. Yeah, got that tip slip. Let's go.
Shit.
He said the
He said, "Oh, excuse me."
shit.
What you got, B? What you listen to?
It's crazy. I was listening to Travis Scott's Sirens. I think that song stands out, even though the whole album seems to have the same kind of flow. But that's Sirens, and I think that song was dope. I just was playing that on repeat through traffic.
My daughter does that. Same song.
Over and over.
Repeat.
Nah, I do that all the time. You can pick a good one for traffic.
Yeah. It puts you in a zone. So, you know, sometimes you be in that zone with that song, so you can listen to it over and over and over again. And then the next day, it won't be the same thing. It'd be like, I don't want that shit no more.
Yeah, and then it could be over.
Yeah.
But that cycle, for me, it keeps me going because if you listen to 12 songs in traffic, you've been sitting through 12 songs.
Yeah.
But if you listen to one song back to back to back to back, you push right through.
It's got to have a
little
verse that's worthy of me listening to that shit 12 times though.
Yeah.
I'm not going to listen to the intro.
Yeah, that's
on repeat.
But see, this is why I said that Future and Quavo song was bumping in my head, because remember we talked about your mate's sexual past. That shit plays a part because he talked about Laurie Harvey. So it's like I was like, see, that's what I'd be like, yo, I don't know. You gotta be real careful, boo. I don't need nobody futuring me right now when we outside. I'm just saying.
Sometimes you gotta get futured.
Nah, I don't want to get futured. That's the problem. I don't think no man want to get futured.
I was old school. I was listening to Mario.
Word?
Yeah, I was listening to Mario's Go album. Yeah, I was sitting in the car.
Okay.
Mario's new album?
No, it's older one.
Oh.
When he had
the one you used to annoy me with?
Yep, Go. I was listening to that, and I was getting myself in the mood for some of these questions.
Listen, man, listen.
You gotta get in the mood.
Listen, straight up, he used to annoy me. That was the only down part to riding along with this dude, was listening to Mario.
You just thought I was gonna make a movie.
While a big grown man is sitting up there screaming at me every lyric.
He got some other new joint. It's not new, but it's like whatever. What's it called?
oh baby, you.
He got a song. No, he got a song with.
What I need.
Nah, he got another joint. He got another joint with Lil Wayne and what's this gentleman? Tiger.
Oh, okay.
They got no song.
You call Tiger a gentleman.
He's a gentleman. These guys are making money, gentlemen. Let's get into some topics today. All right.
All right, let's get to it.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't sit on the plastic. The stereotypes for the black people. What are some things we miss out
I like that.
based on stereotypes? Like, what do we got for the blacks?
You gotta repeat the question?
What are some of the things we miss out on based on stereotypes?
Okay.
Stereotypes, I think one of the things that we miss out on is probably cuisine. I think a lot of black people are afraid.
Wow.
Try. I think that we're afraid to try any new venture, especially in terms of cuisine. I didn't try sushi until I got into college. I was averse to it just because I heard everybody else say.
I had the money to try sushi.
I'm not eating raw fish. And honestly, I didn't know of any way to buy sushi outside of like the hibachi place. There wasn't like they got now, pop-up sushi where you go in there and grab lunch for $17 and not get full. But shit like that, sushi or...
What's your favorite sushi?
Honestly, it's going to sound terrible, but shrimp tempura, which is cooked.
That is terrible.
Cheater. That's not the thing.
I eat spicy tuna. I eat sashimi, like if it's a fresh piece of fish, but... I don't know. When I first saw
like
sashimi,
yellowtail
I was like, yo,
octopus?
this looks like a big-ass insect on top of some rice.
Taco. That's my favorite.
Yellowtail, isn't that like
the fish?
The fake fish, though?
What's
the fake fish that they be farming?
Tilapia. I eat that too. But they don't make tilapia sushi.
That's
black sushi.
I eat the octopus.
I eat octopus.
Taco.
First time I had that was on my birthday. They bought it, they put the little hot oil on it and the shit keep moving again. And I was like, damn, see?
Bad presentation.
Like, I could have just did it. But steak, people won't try steak because they think it's still bleeding, but medium is how you should get your steak. Stop trying steak. Chefs don't like cooking that shit. Stop asking for it. But other shit, hummus, other
Baba
cuisines, injera, African food, fufu.
I never really had African food.
No.
But that's not me avoiding it. I just never been in a place where they've
African is one of those things where there's so many regional different areas you could go to in terms of, but everybody think they got the best jollof rice. Our cameraman probably make the best jollof rice.
Yeah.
Hey, look, he's smiling. I do. I ain't gonna tell nobody though, but I'm a good at camping. Just go ahead.
But another stereotype that I think that we're probably avoiding and missing out on is like different kinds of music. And I hate when people say like that's white music or you're acting white or you're talking white. I think that there's a big misconception that anything that is beyond the norm for you is considered too taboo for you to try. So you label it and you say things like, I don't listen to that because that's
white music. Yeah.
I got to college, my 80s playlist of rock, Bryan Adams, Kansas, like I go crazy sometimes. I'm cleaning the house like my mama used to do. Instead of some of the old black music, I might throw on 80s rock and just jam out. Shout out to my boy Scully who put me on. So
you get to the bar. That's when you get to the bar and they start playing certain music.
Yeah.
You realize how much fun other people can have.
You gotta be ready.
That's it. But that's when you know everybody lit at that time. Everybody hold their hands. Yeah. You probably be there with two racists. One of a black racist and a white racist.
Shit, like I'm here.
Everybody don't even know who beers with you. You drinking it. You wake up next morning with a sore in your mouth.
Hey, where we going, bro? What kind of parties you hang at?
That's when everybody's drunk.
Yeah, we all put our keys in that bucket.
Expand yourself.
What you guys do? What are some things we miss out on based off stereotypes as African and Americans?
Some like activities. I would say hockey. I think as a culture, we're not really invested and involved in that sport. I think if we jump into that, just how like Tiger Woods took golf and he brought it up, Serena Williams and brought it up, and we have an attribution that we can make to that sport and make it a more global and national thing. Hockey is definitely one of those things where you don't see us. You don't. And I understand why you don't see us, because the price point to be in those things costs a lot of money. And if you come from a certain demographic, you're not able to afford it. But
I think you're seeing a change in that now, though.
Yeah.
A lot of that.
It's still a barrier to entry based on, like you said, price point. Hockey equipment is expensive.
No. That's why I said now I think you start to see, because even now they got a sprinkle. Yeah, they got programs for it, and there's like a sprinkle of black people inside the league too. So I think the new coming of age, I think you're right. I'm just saying, I think the new coming of age, parents can afford to some degree.
And that's like I said, but you see a sprinkle of us, that's fine. You see a sprinkle. You may see one or two token, right? But for us to be in it, as much as we are in basketball, as much as we are in football, even baseball, we are kind of dwindling down. It's more.
Spanish people got that show.
That's what I'm saying. We used to be very. We
King
used to
Griffey,
have
Bo Jackson.
we used to have a real dominant role in the Major League Baseball. But again, price point. We can't afford it. 1600 for travel and all this other stuff. Parents ain't gonna pay that. Yeah. I get your ass a basketball. You could go run down the court. All five
of y'all can play that one basketball. I don't gotta get your shit. Don't play with Mike.
A soccer ball.
Make friends.
You know what I'm saying? And that's it.
Like, the socialized motherfucker play with that basketball with the titty in it.
You know what I mean? So you good.
Remember the rubber basketballs with the titty in it? That shit get me hot.
That ding.
Shit that felt like velvet.
Yeah. You dribble the shit bounce this way, and fucking keep your handle good though.
Yeah. Like I said, those are the things that I feel like we are not, really fully adequate in personally as a culture. I think if we get into hockey, I think that we would take that sport to another place where it's from where it is now. We definitely take that sport over
and we quit fighting. All jokes aside. I think that if we started punching people, we quit fighting. We'd stop that. It'd be like, yo, all this just letting them go stuff, we can't allow.
We gotta practice that shit too, because if I'm playing hockey, I gotta start practicing fighting on that.
I think we'd excel at it, unfortunately.
No, it's gonna be fucked up if I try to stomp somebody out with fucking hands on.
Whoa, there.
Yeah, that's when you gonna have a bad night. Whoa,
don't worry about it. He got pads on. I don't think he ain't feel like shit.
You got another one?
Nah, that's it. I think hockey is definitely one of those.
I'm on my mic today. I had two, right?
Right.
And the first one plays into the what you just said, which is when you're missing. You believe it's a belief that you could excel. Like I think that the first one that I had was medicine. I think that if we miss out on our creativity in the field of medicine. I think that if it was more black people involved in medicine, then we'll start doing the Dougie on them equations. We start flipping numbers around.
I think that's happening too.
Creative.
I think that's happening too with health stuff where you start watching like natural juices and elderberries and stuff.
Okay.
I think that's what's starting to become because that's like more like you're more health conscious. Like
but I meant like
actual mixing the medicine in the kitchen.
In the lab type stuff or even working out.
I think you're getting that too.
But you're right.
Yeah, because when they go to these shops, they still have like they put in whatever to give you turmeric and something else.
Yeah.
So I mean, they doing natural medicine.
They did that during the pandemic.
But see, that even with that, it's not getting to a broader spectrum. Like you see what I'm saying? You could have people in a pharmaceutical company like Pfizer or whoever. They could build a drug and they could put it out and they could mass produce it. Mm-hmm. Now, if he's doing something that's like a boutique. It's boutique-ish. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be an acquired, I want to take this and feel better and not take whatever Pfizer's giving me or whatever these big...
I see what you're saying.
I feel like our community feels better about it being branded because we've always had those specialty drinks. Like your grandmother probably whipped
Yeah. She used to make me drink it. Remember she used to make us drink it?
Piss on your ear.
Oh, man. What?
Don't they got some shit like if you got like an ear infection, you pee in the shit?
You wildin'.
I didn't say I did it.
Bee stings, I thought it was some shit like that. Or jellyfish you pee on and shit.
Yes, that's always something.
Y'all got pee remedies, bro?
It didn't happen to me.
My elderberry.
That I'm admitting to. It happened.
Let's stick with elderberry.
This is stuff we're talking about.
Okay, let me move on to my second one, okay?
Okay.
I don't know where we going.
It's going to be worse.
You miss out on sincerity. When you stereotype a person, then that person is no longer sincere when they have different music, when they have different food, when they're playing a different sport, when they're doing something different, that person becomes insincere. They're outside of what black people should be doing. So that the sincerity of like, no, I play hockey or like I do different things. It doesn't make us as diversified as we truly are. It makes us look like he's an outlier or he's somebody who's been moved to the side or something that's separate from us. And I think those two things Those are my two things.
But that's why I said in one of our episodes, I say, you know what, if you have something that you're good at, just because the masses is not with it, or your people or your demographic or your culture or the people you associate is not interested in it, as long as it's something positive and you feel like you're good in it, continue to do it. And don't worry about what the next person, because the next person only saying that because they can't do it.
Yeah, it's true.
They can't do it.
It's true.
So you can't go off of what somebody else say. If you're a good hockey player.
Or even if you just have the feeling, because sometimes we don't even know.
Right.
Sometimes we don't even know. It's just about having a feeling. I got a feeling like somehow, some way I'm drawn to a certain thing.
Interest.
Or even if in certain cases, like we had talked in the past, where someone else can see it in you, that you have, you can't see a disposition for certain things, and maybe you should work on that, like following that kind of lead. And no matter where that takes you, you should go. I think that's what you miss out on when it comes to stereotypes.
I think now we're starting to kind of turn that page over, because before we used to kind of shun that person. We used to be like, yo, look at this fool over here playing volleyball and shit. But now we'll see that anomaly, that Tiger Woods, that black swimmer, and now everybody's like, yo, go do it. Like, go out and represent, because now we're all behind you. Where before we used to be like, yo, I ain't doing that.
Even in
see the dude swim in Alabama.
They out there.
It was out.
He buying chairs all summer.
And he
Michael Phelps the fuck out of that for a fight.
They called him.
Yo, he even swam over there.
Aquaman. Yeah,
he even dry this shit off. Like, fuck, I'm about to fuck shit out.
Michael B. Phelps.
I'm about to fuck some shit out. Maybe swim.
And even if it's just an independent thing, or just that one swimmer, or just like that one guy on TikTok who was playing with eating the deer, he's a black kid who loves nature and loves deers. And we have to accept him. He's not he acting white out there with them animals. No, he's a black kid.
But that's his demographic. He's out there. So
that's what I'm saying.
People see that it's comfortable.
That's what I'm saying. We got to keep it like...
You know what I mean? For him in that area that he's comfortable. So but you got to be... You know what I'm saying? So his people understand that. Yeah. But when you go outside and you around people who don't understand that you're doing that, that's not the setting, the normal setting.
Yeah.
People in the city is not going deer hunting all the time.
Yeah.
You're not doing that.
Yeah.
So they don't get it. But
just because you ain't got both your parents don't mean I'm an outlier.
That's why your daddy don't love you.
So what do you think we miss out on?
What are some things we miss out on based off stereotypes? I think all the things that you guys said, but I think everything, because we keep it real, right? Keeping it real fucks us up all the time, right? That's my thing. When everybody always got to keep it real. When you got to keep it real, you're like, nah, because I can't let somebody talk to me like that. To stay employed, yes, you can, right? Because there's a way to handle yourself in situations, and I think a lot of times we always feel as black people that we have to be like, nah, because he said my mother, and it's like, if your counterpart to that, the Hispanic guy who knows he has to take care of his family, or the white person knows they have to take care of their family,
they take getting beat up every day.
And I don't want to say Hispanic people either, because they kind of culturally shift over in our situation, but more like white people, they make better decisions. Not based off of what their community thinks is the right thing to do. So a lot of times, like y'all, all the examples that I think y'all made, the things that hold us back is how you feel another person will feel about what you're doing. The perception of it. So I think in stereotypes, it's like you don't want to do something that you like because somebody else feels a way about it. So keeping it real always, like you don't always got to keep it real. Sometimes you can keep it fake. You know what I mean?
But that is but you got to think about it. Keeping it real is keeping it real to yourself. And as people don't understand, you be worrying about keeping it real for somebody else. You got to keep it real with you, not with somebody else, because that person ain't going to take care of you when you get older. That person ain't going to make sure your kid is fed. That person ain't going to do shit for you. So you got to keep it real with yourself more than anything.
But the difference is, like, I think when we were growing up, everybody prided themselves, and I don't take nothing from this generation, because this generation is dope. They know how to make money. They very smart, everything. But sometimes they lack individuality at times, in my opinion. So a lot of times we all grew up trying to be like us, not necessarily trying to be like somebody else. So we, as a whole, we all try to get to where Hove is, right? Like, let's set example, by not doing exactly what Hove did. We'll try to do things around what we do just to get to where he is. But I think a lot of times people think keeping it real is trying to do exactly what he did. Like, I gotta sell drugs. It's like, People don't really even smoke crack like that no more. So you selling drugs just trying to get yourself locked up. You know what I mean? It's like if you in these type of situations, you don't have to do it. Or you can have friends who do bullshit, and then you could not be into bullshit, and you don't have to. You know, they could do their bullshit, and you could be you, but they don't. A lot of times now, people be like, well, that's my man. I gotta ride with him. You don't have to ride with him.
No, you don't.
Yeah, let me out. Let me out. You know, let me out. Sometimes you gotta get out of the car. So I think that's what holds us back. Sometimes just being trapped inside our Bed-Stuy, our Crown Heights, our whatever. Yeah. Our Irvington, our Newark, you know what I mean? Our Patterson, those things, being trapped inside those communities, and when you go outside of them, like you said, you do experience sushi, you do experience hockey, and it's sad because when you get to college or you get to wherever, then you experience all these shits like, oh shit, they had sushi this whole time?
Yeah,
or like, you could do the cheap move and eat the tempura or the or the spicy crab. What's it called? The California roll. That's the intro.
Walk, get your intro.
But sometimes you need that fucked up texture to make you realize either you in it or you're out of it.
That sea urchin on top of the joint.
The sea urchin. Or eel sauce. Eel sauce is delicious. And people think it's actually like the taste is bad. It's like a sweet. It's really good.
Yeah.
I know. I don't even know what eel sauce is. I ain't there yet.
It's really good. Yeah.
Who's oyster?
White sauce.
Who's your sister?
Don't do drugs. Who's that? What episode was that? Don't do drugs. All right. What are some black stereotypes that may be true?
We can swim. I think we just proved that.
That's not true.
That's
what
not
do you
true.
mean we can't swim?
We can't swim.
What do you mean we can't swim?
Because how many people in this room can swim?
How many of us die by water?
Out of ratio, it's 4 of us right now. How many of us can swim?
I'm not going to die. That's the point.
I can swim, I just can't stop. I hate treading water.
What the fuck does that mean?
Treading water, that shit is like dying in place. I hate treading water. You just be sitting there and shit is dying. Like,
So you can swim across something?
oh yeah.
Can you swim?
Hell no.
I might make it to France. Like I stop.
Now, I had one traumatic experience is jumping in the pool. I think we jumped off the little diving board.
I think I remember
Yeah,
this.
right?
I think I remember this.
Yeah, we went to like a pool or some shit or whatever. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. Everybody jumping off the diving board. I want to jump too. Fuck it. So I
said, you ain't tell me I had to be prepared once I hit the water.
Right?
I just thought I had to be brave.
Right, yeah. So that's not even it. Just jumping in the water wasn't the thing. So I jumped in the water. So you know my cousin Eric, he jumps right on top. So I was like, what the fuck?
This is it. This is how I go.
Luckily, I'm like, yo, my nigga.
You got lifeguard? The lifeguard?
Yeah, the lifeguard.
Don't play those games.
Wait, come on. They had to say both of them?
Damn.
They had a 2-4?
Yeah.
So he's traumatized too.
Yo, you know, because you panic.
God.
You know, you jump in the water, right?
No, I haven't thought about this in so long.
You naturally going to come back up, right?
Oh,
yes, you are. Yes, you are. Naturally, you're going to come
I'm
back
saying
up.
your situation, no.
No, I couldn't. Somebody jump on top of me. So how am I come back up? Now I'm trying to fight for my life.
If you don't panic, you come up. If you try to figure it out before you stop. You start to float again, and you trying to figure it out on the way down. You dying.
Like I said, he jumped on. That was the most traumatic experience.
So
I jumped in the pool. I was like, all right, cool. I'm on, and to be honest with you, I'm on my way back up, right? I was like, all right, I'm coming back up. He jumps right on top of me, and I couldn't do nothing now.
So you're not even interested in learning how to swim? He like, fuck that.
We're live in Brooklyn for a double suicide.
You know, I try to stay knee deep.
He in his cool hot tub.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like I say,
you know, there's no danger in the hot
neck deep,
tub.
I'm good. Neck deep, I feel comfortable. I'm just saying, yo.
Thanks,
can you swim?
man. I haven't thought about that in so long.
Can you swim? Can you swim, Beacon? Because obviously you're the one that made it out. Beacon's like, you guys really should learn to swim. You guys should really learn to swim.
He didn't jump off the diving board though. He stayed over there.
Yeah, I was. That's how I remember this. It's so vague.
He said, y'all dumb. So can you swim?
Yeah, I can swim.
Oh, so that's 2 and 2. So you know what? Okay, all right, fair enough. All right, that's 2 and 2. All right, so 50-50. Nah, I blatantly can't. I'm 6'5". That's the only thing that keeps me safe. I'm good to go in most waters as far as possible until the little buoy thing comes out.
Here, I'm done.
Nah, I'm not there. I'm here. I'm here. I heard you right here.
That's where you just put your face in like you got wet?
No, I just tuck my knees down and play games. I play games like I'm in the deep part. I just went to the Bahamas. That's what I did the whole time. I tucked my knees down. Everybody like, oh, he's swimming. No, I'm not. I'm on my knees. Feeling sand on my knees.
You know,
yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yo, however long my breath could hold while I'm under there, that's it. And I can stand up, that's all I can do. That's it.
What are some of the black stereotypes that may be true? I'm sorry, were you done?
Yeah. Swim.
I'm sorry.
We can swim.
Late.
Huh?
Late.
Late, that's true too. Come on. You always late. Come on, man.
Late.
You be late for your funeral, yo. You heard what happened to Stu?
That'd be good,
Boy,
though.
he's still alive. He gonna go jump in the casket. Hold on, y'all. Got this new shit from Haran Couture. Sam hooked me up on my way out.
I gotta get my funeral kit, you know?
CP time. That is.
You was funeral. That's how you thinking with lateness?
Yeah, I'm
that
sticking with
shit
that.
true as a motherfucker.
Yo, it's bad when you know that some of your friends, you got to invite them early because you know they're going to be late. So if shit start at 5, 4 o'clock. If y'all come like 4 o'clock, 4:30, and they show up at 5:30 anyway, like, you go on time.
My boy Val like that. He had a what you call it? The when you go to tailgate, we had tailgating. He was doing the cooking though.
This way y'all was sharing beers?
Yeah. Right? Yeah, I'm gonna dive down your rabbit hole. Yeah, right? He supposed to be the one setting up. He show up 2 hours late. We all sitting there hungry in the parking lot. I gave him all the money. He got all the money to grill everything. But what are some of the black stereotypes that may be true?
We cleaning chicken. We gonna clean the shit out of some chicken before we cook it. And I think you have to clean your chicken. I know they say you don't.
Yes, Stuart.
There's a lot of chefs that say you don't have to clean your chicken.
I wasn't gonna bring him up there.
Let it go.
We're cleaning the chicken.
Let it go.
Mike know from young. Stuart knows.
It's on the previous episode.
Oh, it's on the okay.
It's on the previous episode.
Grandma said you ain't got to clean the chicken.
Yeah.
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Not letting it go.
Just let it go.
Trying to kill me.
You alive, right?
We alive because we didn't eat that
I
night.
got defects.
Yo, we was in the couches like this, like, yo, we going to Crown.
You ain't dead, though.
We went up to McKenzie's like 3 a.m. to go get some of that jerk chicken. Fuck what you spent my last money. Grandma said,
double fry that shit.
Listen, man, we alive today, right? That's all that matters.
That's one.
So
clean
you
the
name
chicken.
one.
We definitely clean the chicken.
Oh.
A second stereotype is, I think, this has to be true for most of us. We are not fucking with any death-defying activities. We not.
That's not true.
Skydiving, cave diving.
Not true.
I'm not eating endives. I don't do none of that shit. I'm afraid of most shit that could kill me. I'm not going to tempt fate and just be like, yo, okay, strap that shit to my back. I'll figure it out. I'm not bungee jumping. I'm not doing it.
Now, death defying with limitations, I'm in on. That's why I said that's not true.
No, I do the airport.
I was trying to be general, but that's the reason why is because if there's a rope or there's some sort of security attachment, but like when you talk about like cave, when you said cave, I was like, okay, maybe that is true. I ain't going in no cave. I ain't going in no crevices. If it's a crevice, it is not just a gap in space. I'm not going in
what
there.
you call it? Again, like I said,
If I can't see what's in there, I ain't going.
I was going to Bahamas. My boss was like, yo, you got to go to the bat cave. I said, you lost your motherfucking mind. You want to know bat cave? Get bit by a bat. Get the fuck
I
out
thought you just meant like just fast or adrenaline or something like that. Because I think
most of us don't skydive and stuff though. Like we don't.
but that's just a barrier of entry, like price point. That's just a price point.
It's not expensive. It's not like $100 and some dollars.
Yeah.
Skydiving's only like $100 something.
Yeah, or helicopters and stuff like that. We not doing that. Still.
I'm not doing this shit
Somebody
that's
just-
free. I'm not riding on the back of the
I think it was Ludacris just got his skydiving.
Stupid ass shit for free.
I think Ludacris just became a certified skydiver after like 20 something.
I'll pass.
Because you don't need a trainer when you jump. You can jump by yourself.
Oh, no.
That's all.
It's not Ludacris. It's, oh, no. Matter of fact, you might be right. But the other dude just got his pilot license. Lil Duval.
Yeah. See, we do stuff. I think it's just price.
No, it's not we. It's not we.
You don't do stuff?
No, hell no. God made the ground. I'm standing on this motherfucker. I I don't like. I can't swim, so I'm not doing dumb shit like kayaking. If I die on the boat, somebody killed me. If I died off a plane, somebody pushed me out. All that shit. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm all them stereotypes.
I said I ain't even got tickets for this plane.
And you definitely don't want to go whitewater rafting because you motherfucker can't swim. So
I went to I was in the lazy pool. What's the height on this bitch? 4 feet? I'm in it.
You fall out that shit, hit your head on the rock, you done.
And then I'm fucked up right now. Look at me. I fell.
See?
My feelings was hurt. I was hurt.
You need to stick to the stereotypes then. So what's some stereotypes that may be true about
black people like chicken?
Black people to cook chicken?
Yeah, that shit true as fuck. That's true as fuck. We be fighting that shit, but chicken and watermelon is the truth. That's real.
I'm not going to buy
and some grape soda?
I won't buy. I will not buy a watermelon in my neighborhood because of the stereotype. But I'm telling you, it's true.
You know that's the Ice Cream Man song?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's some racist shit.
Yeah. But black people and chicken is true. I know we try to fight it, but it's true. And I don't mind it.
I'm saying that's the in our culture was like the cheapest and easiest thing for us to
get. That shit is tasty as fuck.
All
that other history shit, it sound good, brother. But you could jerk it, pause, you could fucking curry it.
Yeah, it's true.
You could do anything to the chicken. Fry it, bake it.
As a matter of fact,
we can make a healthy version of
fried chicken sushi.
As a matter of fact, it is it's the level of food. Like you miss it when you eat something else and you say it tastes like chicken. Yeah. Like you miss it so much that the only reference is like it's food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
chicken.
We can play games all we want. We can, as a West Indian, so you can play the ass. But we damn sure gonna have some chicken because people could not eat pork. People could not eat beef. People could be like, I'm allergic to fish. Some people in this room.
Chicken is food.
Listen, I'm not allergic to fish. I'm allergic to shellfish. So it's a particular.
Oh yeah, Dum Dum did that shit. We went to Vegas too. Oh, you can just put everything on the same plate. Motherfucker almost died. Yo, Stu, what's wrong with your face? He like, nothing, man. I'm good. That wasn't Vegas. That was Florida, right?
That was Florida. That was Florida.
I'm good, man. You ain't good. I think you need some Benadryl, brother. Yeah, it's like that. Pass me another drink. No, pass me another drink. Let's call him all morning. You all right? Stu, you woke?
I'm alive, though.
That's his only fair.
I'm alive, though. That's all.
I'm going to keep it simple to this. So I'll go ahead. I'm going to go ahead first. New topic.
Okay.
From cutting ties, ending friendship. When is it over between you and a friend, Stu?
You want to be no longer communicate and with understanding.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the biggest thing for me to break. If I can't communicate with you with understanding, then there's no need for us to really be friends.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
How many friends you have from like you like from your youth them to now?
I have a lot of people that I'm cool with. Like close friends is small, of course, but everybody that I have in that circle or even the outer circle layer of that tight knit friends I have, we are all cool and everybody is doing something with themselves. So I don't really have to. And it's also about what situation you are in with people. And I think that takes up another thing too. So if I'm cool with you and I fuck with you, hard body, let me not say hard body, but if I mess with you, we cool in that nature and I'm chilling with you, I don't have to deal with you on a certain level. So I can't really be like, I'm gonna cut you off or something like that. Or we in a situation where we have to be like, yo, what's up with you? You know what I mean? It's just surface level friendship because we didn't really go through nothing, but we cool when I hang out with you. But then when you have that inner circle, when you go through certain shit, and that's the biggest thing. When you can't communicate with a person and that person doesn't, they take it offensive or they take it in a way where, you know what, I don't want to hear what you got to say, then I feel like the friendship is over.
Yeah.
What do you got, Bika? When is it over between you and a friend?
I think
like when you break up with your friend and you say, listen, got something to tell
I don't think that's how it goes. Please don't tell me that's how it goes. He sound like he's made that call before. Don't call people and tell them you're breaking up with them, right? You ghost them.
Yeah, you be
exactly. Exactly.
When is it over between you and a friend?
I don't know. I don't have enough to know. I don't know. So in general, I think a lot of people base their relationships on, even though it's not as harsh in our community, off of like reputation, right? Like, because we we notice we no matter the reputation of the person, we kind of still be friends with them in our circle. But like the world in general, usually it's like, what kind of reputation does this person have? What kind of, like, how does this fit in my social ladder? And I think that's how people in general, but I could be wrong. I have no idea. I don't have enough friends to know how to get rid of them.
You haven't broken up. You haven't broken up with any friends yet?
No, I think that in life, like,
no, I'm asking, you haven't broken up with any friends yet?
I can't be your friend anymore. Okay. If I think about it, like, it was one, and it was a close one too.
What's her name?
And it was no, nah. You guys know this one.
I don't know. Sir.
So it was a guy who.
Wait a minute. Hey, hold on.
You said break up with a friend, right?
No, but the way you said it just sounded like you was talking about like a love interest. Like
it was okay. It was off of a lie. Remember, this person lied on me and said that I did something in a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
And I just was like,
Why he was like, I made the whole story up. Yeah, I remember that. We was kids though.
Yeah, but I think that was the only person that I was like, I can't be friends with you anymore. That lie on me was just like, you put me in danger. I could have got, like, something could have happened. Like, so I think that would be the only time I was like, oh, I can't rock with you anymore. I think just in life, we find you busy. So who do you make time for? And then be it your family or friends, that number gets smaller and smaller.
Okay. Mike, what is it over? Oh, when is it over? When is it over between you and a friend?
Tongue twister.
I think I'm probably reiterate both of his points. I don't know if I've ever had a particular blow up with a friend where I said, like, I got to end my friendship with this person. There's been circumstances where you kind of do the silent fade away. I mean, if you're not speaking for a certain amount of time, or like he said, if you just have interests that are diverging and you're going in different paths, you're not intentionally ending that friendship. But what would make me end a friendship with someone? Probably something that's like very immoral, or if, like he was saying, the association, if associating with you makes people perceive me otherwise, I'll be real specific. I grew up with somebody who was a real close friend of mine, and I hadn't seen him for a few years. When I got back and was kind of hanging around with him, I started to realize that he was doing some shit that I didn't want to be associated with, like stealing cars and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Or he'd come around and be like, yo, check this out, I just got this watch. But, oh, shit, where you get that from? Jukes a nigga over here. Damn, you rob somebody for that shit?
We not Jixon.
He gonna come around here looking for us. We ain't smoke big shot. Smoke a little half a joint too. But yeah, just something that would probably by association or by proxy make me look bad would be the only reason that, again, I would probably start to disassociate with it. I would never call him up and be like, hey, I'm terminating this right now. That's over, buddy. I'm not gonna be your friend anymore. But other than that, yeah, I just let it kind of silently fade away. Mm-hmm. If we got nothing more in common,
I think that's the way life goes.
You don't pick up the phone and say, "Hey,
yo, what do you?" Okay, please explain to me how you break up with friends.
I got broken up with.
You got broken up with.
I got broken up with.
How you got broken up with?
I got broken up with.
You had to get the bracelet.
Go ahead, tell me how your friend broke up with you.
Take my friendship ring off.
Take off the friendship ring.
You got kicked out of the club.
Fine. I'm taking it off.
Somebody put on the treehouse, no cushions.
No cushions. Put my picture up by the treehouse. If you see him, don't let him in. No, and I actually got broken up with. I got broken up a few times. Friendships, actually. But one of the people, he was actually at my wedding. It was weird because he tried. We were texting back and forth, and the text got weird. I even explained to you stories in some substance.
I hope you're watching.
He probably won't be. He
is. He is. I know the story. I know exactly where you're going, and he is.
So he had I had my kid. He had his kid. Then he had another kid. I think he had his daughter before I had my daughter. Whatever the case is, he had his daughter during the pandemic. Mm-hmm. So, but him and his wife very, very private for the most part. So me as a friend, and y'all all know this, I don't impose myself on your personal life. I don't be like, hey, I'm inviting myself over your house, or hey, I'm doing this. I just never grew up like that. Even y'all, my closest friends, I don't do that to y'all. You don't wake up in the morning and you be like, Cushion's parked out front. That doesn't happen. So I didn't do it with him. And then sometimes also too, like, with kids, I'm new to having kids. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing for your kids, whether I'm supposed to get your daughter something or your daughter something. I don't know those things. We're all learning on the fly. Like, what's the rules? Anyway, long story long, he sends me a text basically like telling me I think I'm better than everybody. And, when he had his daughter, I didn't reach out. I didn't offer him like Pampers or nothing like that. Yeah. But I'm like,
a piece of shit.
My thing, like, I'm a mail you. To me, that's impersonal. If I was coming to your house, if you say, yo, my daughter's here and I'm coming to your crib, I'm gonna bring your daughter something.
I was about to say, if you having a baby shower or something like that,
I'm gonna show up and show out
with an event.
I'm just not gonna just mail you. Yo, I sent you some shit to your crib. What the fuck? That didn't make sense to me. Anyway, he took offense to it.
It didn't even cross your mind. It didn't forget whether it made sense. Yeah. You didn't know it was a problem until it was.
Yeah, but then I thought that was a problem and we could have got past it, but he said, no, I think this is where we get off.
Ooh, we.
I just think maybe he just didn't want to be your friend anyway, because if...
That's what I feel.
I feel like that type of situation is something that we could resolve by communicating. Like I said, if I can't communicate with you...
That's understanding. Exactly.
That's, you know what I'm saying? It's just a point of different visions.
Do y'all think I'm difficult to communicate with, though?
No, but I'm not saying that. But if a person don't want to take the time out to do that, that's on him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's just a different point of view. Like, yo, you could have explained what you felt, and he could have been like, oh, all right, cool. I see where you coming from. And then he could explain from his side of you, and you could be like, oh, I didn't know you felt that way.
Like Chris said, he told him no.
No, you know what I mean?
That's what I said. Not to be sexist, I've had female friends that
say men don't do that shit.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Because that's the thing. When I have female friends, and I understand that there's sometimes there could be like that thing with females where it's like even if y'all haven't interacted in that manner, like I haven't done anything sexually, sometimes it's emotional for females. Sometimes they can be like, well, you wasn't there for me in that, and then that could split off. I get that. But as a guy, if I did something to you and I think that we've been friends long enough, you could just say it, I'll fix it, and then we can move past it. Yeah. I didn't know that I did it, and then now don't text me anymore.
Yeah, we open about it and talk about that shit, and that's it.
Yeah.
I told you, he didn't want to be your friend no more.
I know, but that hurt my feelings.
Said, I don't like him. I just don't like him.
That hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
It hurt your feelings?
Yeah. I never been broken up with by a guy.
Yeah,
so do you think that was the right way? So that it goes back to our old question, right? That's what someone did to you. But how do you? What was the question?
I'm still confused. When is it over between you and a friend? Oh, when I got the text message, that's when it was over.
Oh, okay. So that does fit.
Yeah.
No, I thought that you was going to explain how you broke up with a friend.
I've never broken up with a friend because if I consider you a friend, I feel like it can be resolved. Anything. I feel like anything can be resolved.
I do too.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I do too. Well,
and that was funny because I remember you called me and you told me about that situation. And I was just like, okay. Like,
that's a boy did it?
Nah.
Yeah, boy, did you do
I thought that, all jokes aside, because I've always worked worked extra beyond a 40-hour shift like my entire life. Like people try to make their stance for my weekend or my day off or whatever the case might be. Like people put in their bids, and I thought essentially that's what he was doing with you, which is just like, okay, well then you could fix it. But then once you heard no back, you said no again. Like, if someone's going to say no to me, then I thought that
I still didn't say no.
I thought his view was truly it was like, yo, listen, we supposed to be friends. We don't hang out on Saturdays. Like we no longer in the soccer league or whatever the case might be together.
What's in it for me?
I thought it was more like a play of that. But no, once he said no back to your understanding, right back to what you were saying. Once he said no past that, it was just like, oh, this is weird.
That's why it's confusing to me.
Man, you stop. Let me stop. I don't know. Stop talking about
right now.
All right, down the line. What's an unforgettable flaw that would keep you from a friendship?
I think somebody who needs constant attention. Like if we're going out and you got to keep babysitting somebody that you know is going to always do too much, always get fucking shit-faced, bro. Like I don't want to babysit somebody if we're going out anywhere, especially on vacation, some shit like that.
I know. I'm not doing vacation. You get left in the woods. Sorry, guys, I'm not the vacation friend. You get drunk on vacation.
So what happened to my son? I think he went chasing a toddler or something.
You called the police.
I think he said he saw a toddler or something.
I ain't seen him since. He'll tell you the story when you get him.
Yeah, he's in Alabama right now.
Yeah. Check his Facebook.
Okay,
Let's do. What is an unforgivable? What is an unforgivable? What's wrong with me this morning? What is an unforgivable flaw that would keep you from a friendship?
Motherfucking lying. You ain't got a lot of me.
You ain't got the lie, Craig.
You ain't got a lot of me. I feel like that's the. You don't got a lot of me. Don't lie. We
I
cool.
lied to you a few times.
You did about what?
He lying.
I'm lying.
All right, see, you ain't got a lot of me. Like it takes. I feel me. If we cool like that, it takes too much for you to go out your way to make up a lie to tell me some shit that it's not important, that irrelevant. Because as long as it's not nothing conducive to what I got going on, whatever you got going on, you don't have to lie.
So when you catch the person in a lie, you like, nah, I ain't fuck with this person no more.
Yeah, because you're doing it for no reason. Yeah. So if you're doing it for no reason, no matter what else you could do for no reason, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I could fuck with you in that type of time regarding what it may be, because this motherfucker right here lying, put my name in some shit. Like he said, yeah, me and Mike robbed him. Mike didn't even rob him. He ain't had nothing to do with that. And he over here telling all his boys, and then the dude come back, circle the block, and then Mike on the corner going to the store trying to get a quarter water. Like, yo, come here, your name Mike, right? You with him. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
This was your charger?
Yeah.
It's found in the car. Oh, that was your car?
Nigga Mike the milk in Atlanta.
What's an unforgivable flaw that would keep you from a friendship?
I don't know. I don't have enough friends to get rid of them. So in general, right? I don't know.
With your money,
but
man.
I think that like my closest core has told me that, okay. And I think that's what makes a friendship. So I don't know what would oust somebody. That's why I said I think it's because of like reputation or some other thing that goes on. But friendship is like showing up. Friendship is showing up, even though that you made a dumb decision. How dumb could you have been? I'll tell you that as soon as we get together your bail, we'll discuss it. How dumb you were. I know you can't talk on the phone right now, but they've proven to me that okay. I've never been threatened with like friendship. Like this is be over if you keep going down this path. But like, okay. We went through that. Okay, now what? And I think that's what friendship is. So I don't know how to like get rid of the three I got.
Where's your line? Where's your line for bail? Like I know you bailing y'all. You bailing us out for most things, but with some shit like I ain't chipping in on his bail for that shit.
I would have to resort to the world's reputation line, where it's like, whoa. If you're going to ruin my rep by me coming down there with a couple extra dollars to put on your bill.
Like, yo, they got to put a sign in your front yard, homie. I ain't.
Yeah. If you got to tell everybody where you live from here on out.
Oh, you got to register.
That's the registry. I'm not responding to.
I get the money to your mother.
And then don't call me no more.
That's the last one.
Shit, I ain't getting you shit if you got to register, nigga.
Yeah, you got to register. You got to figure it out, homie. I might fuck around and give people your new address.
Yeah.
You know we be selling candy.
Yeah, fucked up.
Hey, come on, ask yourself a question.
What's an unforgivable flaw that would keep you from a friendship? That's a tough one. I think it would have to be like, I'm wording this the right way. It has to be like intentional disrespect, like intentionally disrespecting the thing that we stand on, our square. Like you said, if you're changing the dynamic how people see me and us, then I think I can't deal with you in that way, because I take friendships like relationships, right? Like if me and you got whatever, then we can talk about it amongst the four of us or whatever. If it goes too much outside the circle where it changes the scope of how somebody else respected me, and then I have to exuberate my authority on somebody because of you, we're gonna have a problem forever.
Exuberant.
Yeah, like, I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to bring down the force of God on somebody, because then, like, it's like, you know what I mean. Not that I'm that person, but I'm just saying, in the event that somebody else thinks that they could disrespect me in the way that maybe me and you fuck around, and you made them feel comfortable, and I got slapped the shit out of them, you all know this. I
was about to say, I feel like in most friendships, especially close friendships, like there's naturally a leash. Like, you know how far you can go with somebody.
Yeah.
And I can rein you back in and be like, yo, shit, like, you bugging a little bit.
Yeah,
like, calm down.
Yeah.
If you going so far beyond, like, you out of the fucking yard.
Yeah, when you get outside, when you get out the yard, and then I think we all, like, especially now being older, we don't really have those problems with people staying inside that box. But I think if you have those things where you make somebody else feel comfortable, like if you have stupid, like, yo, this is my man, and your man walk up to me and mush me. You know, I'm fucking him up, and then you got a problem now. You know what I mean? Or you know, I'm older now. I understand. I saw what happened in Earl Spence fight. You know, I might get fucked up.
I was perfect.
Yeah. And then what you call it? This one is naughty, sporty, shorty. Okay, guys.
Change the page for this one.
Okay, this is like BT After Dark. This is 400 After Dark right here. Huh?
That's when you dim the lights.
Remember when we first came out with these topics, was like, ooh, how are we gonna talk about this? Now I'm like,
risque.
Now we're talking about this shit behind closed doors.
I'm welcoming. I started this.
You did. You're original. You're Christopher Columbus of sex talk.
Christopher
Columbus. Behind closed doors, bedroom etiquette. What are some boundaries in the bedroom? Are expectations different between men and women?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with you.
Yeah, absolutely. They're different between men and women. And okay, so just recently, within a week or so, I saw an interview where a man described sexual acts that would be deemed unacceptable by our community, like
what? Like the acts?
Pegging.
I knew he was going to say that.
Did you see the interview?
No, but I said Gabrielle Union talk about.
I'm about to say that's why I thought he was going.
What's pegging?
And
that's when the woman put the strap on her. If the audience, y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure when a woman put a strap on her and she bangs the dude in his buns.
Yeah, maybe a heterosexual male.
Yeah,
heterosexual.
And that made me think, like, because the a married bed shall not be defiled or something like that is a biblical verse, right? Something like that, where whatever we do in our bedroom as a married couple is fine, right? It's actually, there's no sin inside of there.
That's the book of Will Smith.
Will chapter 6 verse 3 says, That's chapter 2.
But it changed because he said it was such a like bravado of like a dude that you would respect. Like if a dude says, yo, I heard you got a toy collection. Like okay, you know what I mean? Like a train car collection, right? And then you go, yeah, you want to see my train car collection? Like that kind of confidence makes you feel like maybe there's nothing wrong with collecting trains, right? And I'm not saying that I was interested. What I'm saying is that conversation changed about intimacy a week ago.
So
I'm not saying this is not about me.
No, I'm not asking you what you physically do, but I'm asking you, is that acceptable? Do you think that's an acceptable act?
I think the marital bed is undefiled. What you do with your partner is what you do with your partner.
So everything is covered. Everything is covered. You feel like it's like insurance policy. Everything is covered once you married.
4 walls.
Yeah. Once you're married.
Once you're married, pegging is okay.
Yeah, because the reason why there's no sin there is because ain't nobody telling no secrets. Now, if you go do some wild, reckless shit, who could just run out and run their mouth, then that's on you, brother.
You better stay married because that's coming out. Shit.
You wasn't saying that when I was fucking.
That's happening, right? Fox 5. 400 memory B-girls.
Yeah, but if you inside of a relationship, if you
400 memory B-girl prefers Vaseline over
Peggy Bundy.
Peggy. He chooses Vaseline over.
I pegged your ass to sleep, so shut up.
Baby oil.
Yeah, so for me is I just think that the marital bed is
so pegging is okay for you. Gotcha.
I didn't say that.
No, you said. No, you
I didn't say that.
No, you said the marital bed. No, I'm. Listen, I don't want to misquote you.
I didn't say what you no. What
I
you
don't
said at the end of that was.
So before you came in, you got pegged. So before you got.
But you said for you at the end.
No, I didn't say for you. I said it's
no. You said for you at the end of that. I heard you. No. You're not slick, brother.
Women. I'm telling y'all right now, all the women. If you want to peg you, Bika, all you gotta do put a ring on it.
What are you talking about?
If you like it, all you gotta do is put a ring on it. Catch him at the next wedding, throw a bouquet, put a ring on, and Bika let you tear that thing up. Yeah, he let you tear that thing up. You had anything else? My booty hole brown. About to let your wife take you to Pound Town. All right, well, that's good. You stay unmarried, boy. Able to sit on these comfortable chairs.
But because I'm unmarried, I don't participate in activities that can be talked about.
All right. Well, then break up with your girl.
That's
what you got, Mike? What are some boundaries in the bedroom, and are expectations different between men and women?
They're definitely different, I would say, between men and women. For men, I would probably advise, don't do anything first.
What do you mean by that?
Don't chase nobody off.
Don't do
That's
anything.
actually good advice.
Don't do anything first. Don't try to start taping without her consent first. If y'all making out, don't be the first one just to be like trying to push her head down. Don't wait and
I thought you meant like don't share your craziness
same
first.
Shit. It's the same thing. Like let her.
No, but I don't mind being the one that initiate that part.
Go ahead, you try.
Well, I think are you saying that because of the day and age we live in with the Me Too shit?
Potentially that, but at the same time, you don't want to jump the gun and look like you're too
freaky.
Yeah,
that's what I thought you meant.
Yeah, you don't want to get out there and show off all of your train collection off the bat. You're gonna look like you show everybody your train collection.
Oh, okay.
So essentially, you
don't want to look like a whore.
Yeah, you don't want to try
whore
everything first because it'll look like you tried everything already.
Tatiana.
One thing I would advise ladies to do is not do that limited time only shit. Don't be like, yo, I'm only gonna do this because your birthday or we going on vacation, so I'm gonna do. If you're gonna do it,
no, I think that's fair.
This is something that's gonna be done.
So that covers under the expectation. So you feel like oral sex? That's what we're talking about right here.
It could be that. It could be introducing.
Man, you want your dick sucked? You want your dick sucked?
Yeah. My man took 3 different trains to get to. Can somebody suck my dick, please?
I know somebody that went on vacation. They probably wasn't supposed to tell me the story, so that's probably why she said it. Went on vacation with a lady, and she was like, yo, listen, we out here on vacation. I'm going to try and do something, introduce a third party. Go find a girl. If I like her, I'll bring her around. But again, you're not going to go out there and be like, yo, I found a girl already. Like,
I was out there drinking by the bar. It's my friend Kelly.
That's crazy.
Same thing. Look, so they got through that, came back. He thinking like, shit, all right, 2 weeks later, let me see if I could. Hey, you want to do that thing again? No, mother effer, like that was vacation and you don't get to choose that. So then it's all right.
So
I
guess
I introduced it, but now I can't go rewind the tape. Like, that kind of shit. So
come home with her friend. Hey, got Janice.
Yeah, look what I found. She's ready.
Janice was by the store getting back.
Already had the talk. Like, she's in.
I warmed up.
Remember he said she don't taste like nothing.
How else do you think we all agree?
It don't taste like nothing.
Got Janice.
3 of us.
It's like water.
The last thing would be just for both sides. Don't take sex outside. No talking. Don't go telling your same thing for that same reason. Don't go telling your friends because that person might be overhearing something and be interested in what you think you got. So
the boundaries is for you. So you know, and what you summed up, the boundaries is expectations is let women lead the charge of your freakiness, so you don't seem like a freak dotty.
Yeah, but at the same time, don't lead the charge and then say there's red light, green light shit.
If you don't, all right.
He's just saying consistency over a board. Yeah. Like if you're gonna let me do it here, you gotta let me do it on this time over here too. Just don't be trying to control the narrative of whatever you introduce to me. But that's what it was.
But what if what you need? If you need it, what if you need it? You're not supposed to bring it up first.
Again, goddamn it.
I need it.
Nobody's paying.
I don't have any baby.
No, I'm just saying. But what if you need it? Why would you bring it up first?
What would you need?
He said head.
Okay, so
I wouldn't say needed. Again, if you're meeting somebody for the first time and you're just firstly getting into it, intimate with that person, I wouldn't engage in all of that. I'm not pushing.
Like for you, that's what I said. For you, you're saying that's a mandatory thing.
I'm about to say you jumped.
No. So because I'm not asking you, I'm just saying you have a mandatory criteria. You feel like if you're engaging with somebody sexually, then whatever your mandatory criteria is, they should come up with that.
No, I just think I guess Mike has made me obvious. Mike has clearly let me know that my level is different than, like, I thought the baseline was sex is sex. I thought there was just like a couple of excluded areas of sex. I didn't know that there was. No, my head was off the table.
No, mine was just, again, the first. If that's somebody you're dealing with and you've been out a couple of times.
No. You said the first act. Yeah. You said don't be the one to
push your head down.
Don't push your head down.
We do dinner.
He said don't be too aggressive. Don't be too aggressive with it.
Say we do dinner. We're supposed to do the kiss goodbye. You invite me in for a minute. We sitting on the couch and start making out.
Don't take your clothes off and put your lip.
All right, socks off. You want to go to the room? Like,
try to catch that tip slip.
Like, yo, just like let that shit. Take what you could get at first. I'm gonna say that.
I'm adding that to the smash and grab.
You got put out. I feel like you got put out.
What do you mean? I'm just saying.
I've been put out.
You put out.
I've been put out.
No, I just think that.
We all got put out. Everybody got put out.
My level, I just thought that it would included oral sex. I didn't.
Everybody been sitting on the couch like this. I'm gonna get your shit.
I was going to back at
Oh, you gotta watch your language too. You can't just be like, yeah, bitch. What you?
I realized that too. Like, even like I learned that from a kid.
Cursing too?
You gotta feel.
I forgot what a vanilla bed looked like. This is crazy.
But you also no. So let me be clear. I think as you get older,
no cursing and no head.
No, hold on.
That's what a vanilla bed look like.
That's not what we saying.
Nah,
that's what it sound like.
Nah, they just saying in the initiation part of it, right? He wanted to be more.
Suck this dick is a first date statement.
He said he wanted to be more organic. He don't want it to be forced. Like, I'm initiating. Yo, you gonna suck my dick? Sucking my dick?
Bitch.
See, that's what he's saying.
That's how you kicked out the room.
He want her to feel comfortable to be like, all right, I'm gonna chill and let her take initiative to do it. Now, once she create the comfortability for me, now that she done did it, now I can be like, yo, I want some head.
If she say choke me, that's different.
Hold on.
Spit in my mouth.
I don't want to.
You can't just do that first.
I don't want to
open it.
I don't want. See, this is what I'm saying. I don't know what a vanilla bed look like. This is
so you just
crazy.
Nasty. It's okay.
I know, but I'm just saying I don't know what a vanilla bed. So what is a vanilla bed? Can we go there?
Hold on.
Detour?
No, hold on. I gotta get this to. You know what? I'm gonna let you go. Go ahead.
Just a quick detour. Just a detour.
No.
It's not that I have anything in particular to get out. I just want to establish what a vanilla bed is. Read the question again.
I don't think anybody. No. So to be fair, I don't think any of us at this stage in our life have that or have experienced that. But what he's saying as giving advice. Hold on one second. Hear me out, so big up, so. I think what he's saying is if you're going into a situation, you got to maneuver around the waters, because if you got a shorty and you say, hey, XYZ 1 2 3, you could get potentially get kicked out of that situation.
Yeah, you gotta walk in. You gotta walk into the water. You ain't just gonna dive off the diving board.
I understand that.
You might die.
I can't show her my train collection immediately. I get that part.
Like a girl did that.
I don't know if you might not get it. I don't know if you remember the time we was in. We was long time in Bethlehem, and somebody. We was in a room and it was about to get crazy, and one of the white girls dropped the M-bomb. So she changed that for y'all. No, it changed something. It didn't change that for me. It changed it for him. Mike got us up out of there, but I remember the long walk across campus. Like, damn, Mike got morals. I was like, he was like, I'm about to give you some of this M right now. Yeah, I remember being him, and it was 3 females, 2 of them which were Caucasian, and this night was gonna get crazy. And we were sitting there, and then we were watching Belly. Yeah. She was like, he's a bitch ass in. And I just remember him going, skirt, like I felt like the record scratch, skirt. He was not having that shit. Sober, Black Panther. Yeah. This is me, like Mike, let this one go. Yeah. Let this one go. I started Big Gregory on my shoulder. What we doing right here? I was like, Mike, let this one go. He did it. I just remember walking across the campus disappointed in myself for not either standing up I don't know what I was supposed to do, but I was like, if we was gonna get kicked out, then I should have cursed the bitch out.
but I did. I shut my mouth up like, oh, I'm about to let something happen to me. In the name of racism. In the name of racism. Let me be the first N-word you do this to.
Oh man.
Marianne.
Yeah, she got crazy.
She did enough to feel comfortable doing it. So,
but that's a perfect example of you got to fill the room out. She didn't read the room.
Oh, okay.
She didn't know she had
so that was a vanilla band.
Yeah.
we didn't get to it, but let's see if through y'all answers, because y'all guys didn't answer yet, right?
Yeah. What are some bedroom boundaries and expectations different between men and women?
Bedroom boundaries. It depends on the mates or who you dealing with. That bedroom boundary could be, widespread. So like you said, dude want to get pegged. That's their bedroom boundary. He's enjoy that. That's not happening in my bedroom. I'm not with that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm not. That doesn't correlate over here. So that's always. That's relationship or group specific of situation. So you really can't. Us as individuals can't tell what's good for you, what's good for me. Everybody like different shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's been a lot of times when I was younger, girls used to be wanting to lick my ass. I'd be like, oh. Like, wait a minute.
A lot of times when you was younger.
Yeah.
A lot of times. Not a couple of times, a lot of times.
Yo, I'm telling you, when I was in, it got
He's
real.
An early adopter, you would call that.
When I was in when I was like 22, 23.
Ages. Come on, now you're here just
Nah, but I'm just telling you.
Somebody's like, I was there.
Yeah, she probably would say that. But I used to get like, yo, you trust me? Like, trust you for what? Like, yeah, you hit you with the trust, right? I'm thinking I'm getting my back kissed and getting a massage and all type of shit. And low and low, like, hey, what you doing? So, and then he, like I said,
you gotta learn the clinch.
Yeah, you clinch.
It's the clinch move. Clinch code. It's called the clinch code.
As I got older, maybe on a drunk night, I may let you.
Oh shit!
Not to lay it out on your stomach, yeah. Your ass.
I said, listen, I turned down the first one. Everybody after that.
I'm only saying no twice.
Classic motorcycle man.
And I'm just saying, it's just like, spur of the blue moon if it happens. You know what I mean? You may catch me on the, hey,
white moon.
Nah, but like I said, one of those things for me personally, when I was young, I felt like that was like a way of female try to do that to me, try to dominate you, be like, yeah, nigga, I licked you. Let me start not saying the nigga word, but phrase that, but like, yeah, I licked your butt type shit. And I felt like I wasn't comfortable because I ain't want no female to ever really have that kind of control over me type of vibe. So for me, mentally, that's what I was thinking it as you get older, you start to realize that there's a lot of females that like to do that shit and want to go hard to do it to you. And I'm like, yo, listen, calm down. I don't want you to be over. If I do allow, you can't be too aggressive with that shit.
So you don't like, so you made that sound.
I ain't make all that.
Go on, girl.
I ain't do all that.
He goes in there and hit the shape.
Nah.
I'm in there with
Stu is on top of the table.
Over the garbage can.
Give me Captain Morgan.
So what you doing there, man? Shaving my asshole. Shaving my asshole. That's what. Shout out to my boy John with the new razors. Clean your whole asshole.
I'm just saying, look, hey, everybody bedroom was different. Right?
Shout out to the European wax people. They hook you up, dog. One snatch, get all the hair out your booty hole. Out your booty hole.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
That's our next promotion. We promote the European. Shout out to the European.
Got us all ready for vacation. What?
Yeah. Shout out to the Booty be going. Hands be going. All right. What are some bedroom boundaries? A young lady I worked with one time, we had a conversation and we were talking about this type of thing, the pegging and the booty hole licking.
No, I'm about to say, don't say that pegging and the booty, like, don't put them together. That's
they together. Because men's butthole pleasures has been, not only men's, I think women's butthole pleasures has been a thing. And again, maybe I'm wrong, and maybe I was just younger, but I feel like the eating ass thing and the playing in the butthole region has been a phenomenon over the last, 7 to 8 years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, before, I feel like when we was growing up, we was being immature.
People were lying about eating pussy.
Yeah. No, I didn't eat pussy when I was younger.
People were lying about eating pussy.
I lying.
People were lying.
No, because when I got into it, then I was full-fledged. I was down with it. But when I was younger, I didn't really do it because I didn't feel
I'm
like
just saying that
I didn't have the experience. Like, you know, when you're young and you know, because I was young when we started doing the sexy things, but you didn't want to get down there and start doing bullshit. And you know, I think when you get older, you like it. You know, now so like you said, cave dive. So you like it. So to answer this question, what are boundaries? I think each relationship has to set their boundaries. My boundary that I think that should be set for all men, just my personal opinion, this is just for me. I think you should just leave your booty hole reading alone. I think you should just leave it alone because it does lead to that conversation. And I think that's where the dominance comes in. Like, I don't think I will be like if for me. So as I say for me, right? But you're comfortable with it, so that's why I say you're comfortable with your booty hole.
Listen, don't say. Hey, first of all, it's not. Like,
he also said that I was getting picked. So
I know, but I didn't say. I said you waiting for marriage. This is not.
You waiting for the right one. I didn't say that. I said you waiting for marriage. You waiting for the right one. What I'm saying is, if somebody came out in the conversation and was like, "Oh yeah, like 400 we blow up, we on the yacht," or something like, "Yeah, he wasn't saying that when I was looking at his ass," that wouldn't bother you, right? Mm-hmm. That wouldn't bother you, or like you said, you know,
my wife started talking and she dies. I didn't hear you. What you said? I didn't hear you. What you said?
Or your wife was like, "Oh, you want to say that when I had you on all fours?" If she say something crazy like that, if it doesn't embarrass,
she wakes up.
If you're married to Gabrielle Union,
if it doesn't bother you in that light, then I think it's that boundary's okay. Because if whoever I'm having sex with is like, "Oh, he ate my ass," like.
Yeah.
So, like that's not an embarrassing moment. Yeah. So I think that's what the boundary is. Anything that's acceptable that you will feel comfortable with. If somebody threw it out there and say, "Oh," like for some females, like, "Oh, you can't bust on my," because that's degrading, you know. But for some of us, like, you know, that's a thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like you want to do.
Ski.
So and then to answer this question, are expectations different between men and women? Yes, and I'll tell you why. I think at some point when you're in a relationship, the level of nasty, right, for lack of a better term, I think we expect our women. So it's unfair. Let me answer this. It's unfair because at one point everybody wants their girl or their wife to be like wholesome. It's like your prize, right? But then in the same breath, you want to be nasty, but then you don't want to do certain nasty shit to her to make you feel like tomorrow she might be like you wilded out. Like you just want to bust in her eye, but it is your wife or it is your kid's mother. You know?
But what did that change?
No. I'm just saying, like, so, but you have to be, I think that's where you have to navigate your nasty.
But you see, because
if you don't do it, right? If you don't do it, then that leads to like infidelity, because then you're like, now I'm having the vanilla sex with my wife because I don't want to, because it's my baby mom. Like some people get like that.
Yeah.
You know? I don't want to put it in her butt. I don't want to put it in her butt because it's my baby mom.
But there also may be that fear of if she asking for this, and I'm not acquiescing to it, is she gonna go looking for that?
So that's where I was going. So perfect. That's why I went on my ass to my elbow. But that's what it is. If she's like, "Oh, Mike, you know, whatever," and then go down there, and she lift her leg up like, "Get your face in that booty hole," and you like, "I'm not really a booty eater." It's probably only a couple more. Mike, I'm eating ass. Mike's like, the bed's not for nothing. Mike's like, don't put that on me, dog. When Mike tied his hair.
Hold this part.
You think you're gonna come off on that recital and not get that shit done?
Yeah, you need your head tied.
No, but so the expectation is like that. If you don't exceed expectations, I think that leads to people leaving out the bedroom. Like you said, if you're not gonna provide for your wife, if she likes her vagina eating, if she likes her ass eating, if I likes his ass eating, you know, if he likes pegging, if he likes ass eating. No, I'm just saying because it's a new norm, and like
that's so okay. Are you complete? Are you complete?
I'm whole. I'm almost whole, but you can have it.
that was crazy.
I'm not booty hole. I'm not booty
hole. Okay. Will I be interrupting the second part of the question by asking again, what is a vanilla bed?
I'm gonna smash and grab. I'm gonna start with you since you want to do it. Name something you deem to be taboo or forbidden.
Okay. For me personally, butthole stuff, right? But anything else is up for grabs. But yeah, that's it.
Her butthole
Smash
stuff?
and grab.
Her butthole stuff or your butthole stuff?
Oh no, just mine.
Her butthole's on limits, your butthole's off limits.
Yeah, if she's okay.
Yours is out of order or it's just off limits? Wait for the ring. Wait for the ring. It's waiting for the upgrade. Monopoly Go.
That prefix menu.
Name something you deem to be taboo or forbidden, Stu.
Any asshole penetration.
Penetration in the asshole. So if her tongue go in your butthole. I'm laughing about it, but I'm being being adult about it.
Yeah.
The door don't come in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So swipes this
Swipe.
way.
No.
Right down, now front back. Right down.
That's just the control. If you do this shit, then.
That's wild.
Name something you deem to be taboo or forbidden.
Forbidden, I'm joining in the booty hole brown, not touching that.
For both.
Penetration or even licking your booty hole?
Penetration for sure.
Okay. Licking your booty hole, you're on the fence.
It got to be somebody that, again, you know that's not telling that fucking story.
Okay.
Not just.
So again, so that's what. So that goes back to what I said before. It got to be something comfortable with you. Like, I lick Mike's ass, and you like, bitch, delete her.
Yeah, but again, if you sitting down with your wife and y'all she say that shit in front of you, like, whatever.
Don't drink off a cup.
Whatever. The other one that would be taboo was just trying to convince somebody they're not already convinced. Like if somebody says they're really averse to, like you said, on the face, I'm just like, oh, well, let me just try it. No, I'm trying to, because now you're taking somebody all the way outside their comfort zone. You might fuck everything. You might go back to vanilla.
I don't even know what that is.
The last thing that I would say
The white
is,
stuff that comes. No.
The last thing I would say is like, don't try and catch a trend. I'll speak to a specific
You fucked
point.
me up. My brain said we said don't try to catch a train. I'm like, no, nobody running a train.
A trend. Don't try and catch a trend. I had somebody one time that was not really proficient at oral sex, but then was like, oh, I want to try a grapefruit. For what?
Get up.
Practice first.
He said, learn the basics, motherfucker.
Practice this shit. We hear about this. Like, talking about practice. But yeah, don't try and bring shit that you heard about or you found out about if you don't really.
If you ain't good at it.
You ain't ready. You ain't ready yet. Yeah.
I think growing up you get a lot of those experiences though. Girls like, I want to try this, and you like,
are you trying?
Not on my penis.
Try it? You want to try it?
Yeah, that's how you wake up. That's how you wake up with scarification.
Yeah, I'm about to say the scuff marks would be the worst.
See.
The scuff marks be the worst.
Yeah, the scuff marks. I said they fucked us up. I saw the news. No, in the Soul, what was you watching? Soul last night?
But sometimes you gotta let them go do it because they'll do that shit just try to get out because they can give you a half-ass job. Nah, you gonna learn today. Take your time, baby. Take your time.
Look at my roof.
So I do got one other side. It's just an aside, and only because I'm gonna take this conversation to the comment section, right? I'm gonna take this conversation to the comment section. So me and Kush has had this long debate about should grown men have spots. If she whispered behind your ear, you just turned on, nigga.
I think I'm not gonna say where mine is.
Spots.
I'm not gonna.
So those of you down in the comment section, please chime in.
I'm gonna disagree.
Grown men.
I'm gonna tell you what, and I'm gonna stand firm on this.
That's
you got a spot too?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say where.
You got a spot too?
Yeah.
What is wrong with y'all?
You gotta start putting lotion on your body.
Something makes you uncontrollable. You get uncontrollable.
Yeah,
you
man.
do that thing.
You hit that thing.
Nah, y'all wildin', yo.
Listen,
I want to feel like this. You gotta be in tune with your body.
I guess it's soft. Never mind.
yeah, you gotta have some spot. Like you gotta have a trigger. Like you make sure know your trigger.
Yeah, if you do that thing to him, it's a go.
Even if you don't got one, you gotta make up one to tell, so you know when she's doing that. All right, let's go.
It's fine. Yeah. It's
okay, now that it makes sense. But then I just say write it on the board. Why would you need why would that make it uncontrollable?
You skipping the foreplay.
I don't need the foreplay.
Okay, all right. It ain't for you. It's a better.
It's not just for you. You doing this for the relationship.
Sprinkles down here. You stay in that vanilla room over there.
No, listen. My room is clearly got.
Oh, this is taboo. This is taboo for me, right? I'm gonna be a little explicit on this one, right? If you come in her, he wanted to kiss. That's no.
Oh yeah.
That ain't happening.
I mean, I feel like that's like, that's a dominant thing. Like, why would you do that? I dominated you. Why would you try and
redominate me?
Why would you
people do it cool. Was snowballing was cool?
What?
I don't think that's taboo for some people.
It's a name?
Nah.
Nah, don't. Why y'all looking at me?
You ain't comment.
I did because it's just, that's just not. It's not.
I heard of some crazy shit in high school.
I never completed, but I damn sure while you down there, just to let you know how sexy you are while you're down there, I'll pick your face up and kiss you in it. While we're still in the midst of the act, but I've never finished. So I was conflicted as to whether I should chime in because that's the kind of level of details that was going through my head, quite literally.
You got it out, so I guess you did finish.
I saw the face. I had to hit with that one home. I saw the face. I said, there's more in there. There's more there. Listen, ladies, y'all missing out. Buy that man a ring. Something's gonna happen to y'all. It's gonna change your life.
A lot of things.
But do us a favor in the comment section. Put in there. What are some things that y'all feel is taboo? And even if you don't want to put it in the comment section because it might be taboo for you to say on Instagram or YouTube, definitely put it in our inbox on 4400. We won't say your name, but we will do it short and bring up your topics. All right? Let us know what you don't want.
Tell us if you take your boyfriend.
Yeah, if you want to know if you're a booty hole pink or your booty hole brown. All right? Pound town.
I ain't like how both of y'all just snapped at me like, wait, you quiet over there.
No, because you loud for everything, right? I'm like, yeah, when you coming to my he's like, this shit getting low as fuck.
And that nigga said, wait.
Yeah. Technically, I don't know if that was spit or that was the stringer, the little greeny joint, like that, right? Like that.
Just had coquito.
Yeah. It could have been anything. You know? She juicy mouthed it. She be having bad spit. All right.
Yeah.
Buttermilk Ranch.
Yeah.
Buttermilk Ranch. We had Chick-fil-A, so I don't know the source. It was just sauce. I don't know if I came. You know you can. You know what you taste. What do you taste like, B?
What?
All right. We're gonna start like this. It don't taste like that. What you say?
He said put a ring on it.
Put a ring on it. You'll find out. Yeah. All right. We the jury, dating women with kids. I already know where this is going. Stu. Mike, I'm going to Mike. When it comes to relationships, are women with the kids judged differently than women without?
They are. Sadly, they are. I won't say sadly. I mean, it's circumstantial. I feel like if you're dating a woman with kids, obviously you know what you're going into. But circumstance, because you're asking yourself a few questions. Like, how many kids is kids? Because it's an S on it.
What number, not for you per se, but what do you think is like you wildin'?
Honestly, I'm going to say this. For men judging, I think if they're looking at more than one, then they're asking, I'm going to say this, the chance of them sticking around is probably diminishing beyond one.
Because now you're going into stepdaddy status.
For myself, it comes into part two of my questioning is, do I already have kids? So now are we getting into the Brady Bunch thing? Do we have to raise a bunch of kids together? Mm-hmm. If I don't have any and you got just one, then again, there's more of a compromise, at least to most men's psyche is like, all right, I can handle that. If I got to handle more than one plus mine, that's a lot. That's a lot of shit to juggle because you still have to be a provider, whether you think you stepdaddy or just stepping in to, create some space. You're in that kid's life just as much as you are in that parent's life, that mother's life. Like, another thing is, I would say I would lean towards that once you get older, it becomes less of a thing because those kids are growing up too. So the less likely that you have to develop a relationship with somebody who's 7, 18, on their way out. You're dealing more so in a relationship aspect at that point. So the age of the kids, how many kids, I think those are all factors in determining if you would entertain a woman that has children. But obviously they're going to be looked at and judged differently as opposed to women that don't have any.
Makes sense.
That was my safe answer.
Yo, expert.
I'm out.
Okay.
Yo, expert. Yeah, yo, expert.
I would say.
Always some drama on his
I would say what Mike said as far as the number and the aging. So if you have a multitude of kids, maybe 3 kids, and they're small, that's going to be a little tough cookie for a brother. But if they're of like older age on their way out, you really don't have to have that. Not saying that you don't have to have a relationship. You do have to have a relationship, but that's
not really your problem. You got to worry about molding that kid.
Yeah, molding the child. Then that's different. And then 2, how many baby daddies she have? You know, I think that's another key thing too, because you be like, damn, nigga just motherfucker just say hi, you just gonna have a baby with him or something, like, you know. And then the reasoning why and then also you gotta find out why, the real reason why y'all not together. That's another thing in itself, because you gotta understand.
Because he might be hanging out in the you know.
No, and not only that, it's just you got. Is it him or is it you? Because sometimes a lot of females are never going to really say, I was the messed up one or the fucked up one. That's the reason why this didn't work. So you could, or they're always going to put.
Oh, he left you and the baby?
Yeah, or they always going to put.
That's true. It might take a lot for a man to leave.
Yeah, you're right.
Whole family.
You know what I mean? So you got to find out like what's going on. What is her temperament mentally? Why these men are leaving her and not sticking around? So it could be them, or it could be a choice of selection, or it could be something wrong with her that making that situation what it is and why she's in that situation. So you gotta, you definitely gotta take those key factors in with when you dating them at the end of the day. So that, with a female that don't have, of course, it's always easier to sit there and say, yeah, all right, cool. She don't got no kids. We can start this, and that's it. Clean slate. But when you're dealing with someone who does have kids, you got to take those key factors in, and those always play a major part if you're going to stick around or mess with her or take her serious or not. And that's definitely it.
So how do you feel about dating somebody with children?
They're judged differently.
They are judged differently. One, because they put out, right? So you got kids, so I know you, but then
they all put out. It's just she just got knocked up this one.
But a lot of times that they come with these different kind of standards, sometimes like, oh, the next guy that I'm with, they want, because their expectations are higher.
They have to be. You got kids now.
Right? So they expect you, if you're going to be around, this is like, I want this to be a relationship. They have, I believe most of the time, they are expecting you to step into a role where you have to accept them and their kid. Right? So now they come in with this high value and you like, no, you get in the same cheeseburger with Whopper, relationship I was offering before. But it's like, I think sometimes men, and right, wrong, or indifferent, I think we say, the fucking audacity of you to set a standard on me of when I can have sex with you, how I can have sex with you, or how does you don't dictate. You're at a disadvantage. I think most men feel. How could you dictate the terms?
Unfairly.
So, unfairly. It's unfairly because I think a relationship should be whatever. But in the real world, I think a lot of women that have kids that we've grown up with. I have friends who have, single moms or whatever. It's hard for them sometimes to get into relationships. Like you said, they have their own ways. Excuse me. But I think guys are less likely to deal with a lot of their shit because they have kids.
Yeah, true.
It's like, she got a real problem. You're like, I'm leaving her. You like, what? She got a son.
Nah, but I don't think it's like that easy. I think, like I said before, you got to figure out her temperament. And I think the temperament of her determines how you gauge, because she cannot have no kids and she still has that same temperament. You out regardless.
Nah, but a lot of guys will stick around a lot longer for a girl that has no kids.
Well,
I'm not saying if she's not all right. I'm taking the extremes out of it. I'm talking about the extreme crazies. I'm talking about little things that could be handled. I think get handled worse sometimes with females with kids. I feel like a little dispute would be like, I could leave here because you already see her as a handicap. I have friends who didn't have kids and they would get dating girls with kids, and it's like everything she did, she was well, she already got a son. I don't got time. Like that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like it's an easy out. It's an easy out.
Because that's why it's an easy out for a person who already wanted the easy out.
We always want to be easy out.
No, but I'm just saying, if you go into the situation looking for an easy out, like, all right, she got a kid. I'm not, in my mind, I really don't care to take this shit serious. Then of course you're going to use that as your scapegoat. But if you go into it in genuine intentions, then you be like, oh, she got a kid. All right, that's cool. But is based on her, not just because she got a kid. Because if you go as men, we could just go see a girl right now. Oh, she cute and all, but I ain't trying to stay here for too long.
So you don't think that having the kid plays a determination on how the male sees the relationship progressing or not?
It depends on like I said, how many. Right?
If she got 4.
Four? Like, well, I don't know. That's 4 is a lot, baby.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a lot, baby.
It also depends on the relationship.
But why would you go into a relationship with a girl who got 4, especially if they young?
Maybe Jimmy like him. What if she is 17? Well, high school sweetheart, and they bang them out.
But that's like I said, that's one, and you gotta respect that.
Even if she got 2, she tried it with the second guy, and she's a lover. Some girls are lovers. Look at Jennifer Lopez.
It also depends on the relationship.
How many kids Jennifer Lopez have?
Like 3? Is that 2, 3? I don't know. But she fell in love with everybody. She married everybody she was dating.
Yeah.
She's like, Jennifer Lopez is still going out. They married.
Don't do that. Don't put this in.
I'm just saying.
But I was gonna say it depends on a relationship that ultimately you establish with that child. So again, if you're dating somebody who has a child, if that child is completely respectful and respects you as an authoritative figure in their life, then you already established a bond kind of as a parental figure. So it's harder for you to get into a little riff with the mother and be like, get the fuck up out of here. Because now you've taken on a responsibility.
So you're saying that intent. I get it.
That's what I said.
That's I can see what you're saying with that.
But again, if you don't have a relationship that you foster with that child, then it's like, man, fuck her, and that little nigga don't listen to me anyway.
I tripped him 4 times last week.
You know what I mean? You already going to this like, yo, with the intention she's at a disadvantage already. So I come into this like I'm the guy. So I don't care. You come into it with it like that, with that mindset. Now, if you come into it with a genuine mindset of the kids' temperament, you build a relationship with the kids, and they cool and they respectful, and you don't gotta deal with the baby father drama or whatever the case may be. And y'all have a cool relationship and things like that. Then for you to sit there and say, "Oh, she get them," say that. People just say that because they already know that I don't want to deal with this, but for so long.
That's true. Scapegoat. Okay.
That's all that is.
All right, fair enough. All right.
So for me, I wasn't just avoiding it. I'm not dealing with somebody that has a child, or it would have to be like Erykah Badu. We all know Erykah Badu got kids, right? Anybody ever seen her with her kids? Anybody ever seen her baby fathers with the kids? Where these kids go? That's another side story. Anyway, if I'm dealing with you, I don't need your kids involved. What are we doing here? Unless we start talking, unless you're going to put a ring on it and we start having conversations as to like housing locations or serious relationship and life advice, why you having kids have anything to do with anything? Like, unless they're calling right now and just I don't know.
So when the kids get involved, then you feel like that's too much for me.
No, it's just I don't know. First of all, I believe that having children with someone is a business, right? It's a business. You started a business with this person. Some business relationships go good. Some relationships go bad. Some of you guys still work together, even though y'all on different coasts. Y'all get to work it out, and everything. The business still thrives, and you're raising something. Sometimes that relationship is bad, sometimes it's good, but what you do for your business has nothing to do with my business. It really doesn't. So in very rare cases would I be bringing my business to you, and I don't believe you should be bringing your business to me.
But it's not even about bringing your business. It's the fact that you have something and she has something.
But that'd be no different than the job that she has for me. For me, it'll be no different than a job.
So I'm going to start the smash and grabs with you. I'm going to hit you with 2 smash and grabs. Are you going to answer?
Go ahead.
Okay.
No, I said answer.
No, he answered.
Oh, you said that you answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
The first one.
Oh, the first one? Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, he hyped.
Who determines their value?
Who determines the value of women with children?
Yes.
I think that's determined by ultimately whoever they're trying to attract. So if you're trying to attract a particular kind of guy or mate, person, whatever we define that as now, then ultimately they determine your value. So if somebody who doesn't want to date somebody with kids, they're going to think that your value is not as high as somebody, again, who doesn't have that attachment. But if you're dating somebody who sees the value in your motherhood qualities and how you handle yourself, I think that there are factors that are involved. Do you have a job? Do you provide for your children? Like you said, how many baby daddies are there? All of them are on child support? Damn, so if 3 of them are bums, am I the 4th bum? Or is it you? So I think that those factors have to be involved. You got to determine how do they co-parent with that other person. That determines their value. Because if I see that you can't coexist with the person that you intended to have this child with initially, then how are we going to move forward and solve that equation in the future? So if I see that the value that you bring doesn't add any to me, then essentially the beauty is in the eye of the beholder, that kind of shit.
I'm gonna answer it before I go to the two of you guys. I think it's opposite. I think you always bring in whatever your value is. You determine your value. Mm-hmm. So I think if I'm a female and I'm telling you this is what I'm looking for, because in my younger days when I tried to date older women at the time that had kids, because obviously I didn't have no kids, then I was trying to talk to. At that point, they told me what we were doing and what we weren't doing as far as their value. I'm not looking to have any more kids. So if, I know you're young, you're 19, 18, or whatever it is, you're 20 years old. So if you are embarking on a serious relationship, this is not what you want. This is going to be an exchange. So I do think that the value is set by the person who, for lack of a better term, has the disadvantage. Right, so let's use. I'm just using that loosely because I can't find a better word. I only went to 2 years of college, not 4. So for lack of a better term, I think that they determine their value on what they're gonna quote unquote settle for. Because I can tell you, I could say, this is my market value, and nobody could buy it. It could just sit in the fucking store, get rusty. Yeah. But they say this is what I'm going for, and then you either purchase it at that rate or you don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Smash or grab, who determines the value?
Pretty much
Come on, expert. You?
Whoever wants to deal with the situation, you determine the value.
Still putting the graph up.
Oh, that's true for me. Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Whoever wants to deal with that situation, you determine the value. Because people, you already know what you're going into. So whoever comes in seeing this, they know. So it's not like you hearing them with someone from the blind side, like, yo, guess what? I got a kid. So at the end of the day, if they want to, entertain that situation, they know what it is. So whoever wants to entertain that you determine that. Like, I'm coming into this knowing that you have a kid. I'm coming into knowing that you got 2 kids. I'm coming to know you got 3 kids. I'm coming to know you got maybe 4 or 5 kids. I'm coming into that. So it is what it is. If you come in and you entertaining it, they know what's up, and that determines the value of the relationship. Because I'm not doing something that you didn't know about. So if you come over here, you already know what's up. You coming over here.
You know what's up.
So it is that, if you don't want it, you don't go, right?
That's why my strategy is way better. If you dealing with them independently and not with their children involved in that scenario.
But you still could deal with them independently, but you just have to understand that they have a kid, and certain things that the looseness that you may be comfortable with may not be as loose. And that's it.
You may have to go to work in my case, is what I'm saying.
Or you gotta wait till Johnny go to sleep to hit it with the smash and grab.
Can't drink all the juice.
Yeah.
What happened?
Save some juice.
Save some juice. Quick
So
smash and
I
grab.
do believe that you always, no matter your deficiency, as you may put it, or your, whatever you have going on, you always determine your value. I think women with children just need to be better salesmen, because you got to sell not only your meal, you got to explain why.
I got to pay for this. All right. So I'm not
I just thought the arrogance and entitlement that a lot of women have, and you have those conversations.
You gotta accept me and my kid.
Yeah. Just be a better salesman than that. I'm super dope. I come with 2 kids. I don't know how to do it. I'm just saying, you gotta just be a better salesman, because.
But they don't have to be a salesman. But they don't have to be a salesman if you come in. If you come in and knowing, not sounds.
No. What I'm saying is, obviously, yeah.
So I ain't gotta sell you shit. I got 2 kids. So if you coming over here, what the fuck you come over here for? So what is there to sell? What the fuck? All right, but if that's what it is, then you understand what it is. Now you gotta understand, put Timmy to bed, and then you can come beat these cheeks. But after that, that's it. Like, what's up? It ain't nothing hidden. So it's hard to sit there and say, oh, this and this and that. You going there knowing. That's the problem.
Quick smash and grab. When is an acceptable time to meet the kids?
What do you like? When I don't know. I don't think it is a good time.
When's a good time?
That's hard to explain. It depends on the relationship that you plan on having with that person. If you plan on having something with that person,
I'm 12.
That's what it really depends on. Like if you really serious or this person just I'm hitting and split it. Like you ain't seeing my daughter. You know what I mean? Like you ain't seeing them. So that's pretty much what that really determines.
Bye.
When is it acceptable time to meet their kids?
I think the only time acceptable to meet somebody else's kids is when you're ready to have kids. Because again, you're coming in there with the intention of establishing the bond. If you already have that relationship with the other parent, that you're close enough to where this is the next step, then understand that in that next step, you're going to have to be a role in their life. You're not just meeting them, giving them a high five and playing PlayStation for an hour. Most parents, if they have you meeting their child, then they consider you someone trustworthy enough to even introduce, let alone spend time with that. So if you're not ready to actually be a father or mother to somebody else's kids, then you shouldn't be meeting them.
I like that as a line. That's cool.
He said, I mean, nobody cares.
I think when your time...
That don't make no sense.
I think when you can't set aside time no more and the time needs to be combined. Like, if you could set a course time, like Tuesdays or Wednesdays, you hang out, whatever, and then you chill with your kids when you got your time for your kids. When those times become
a friction,
it's a friction with it, and it needs to be a thing where we could just go to Sesame Street, where we could just go eat, because we're we want to do family things, and I think it makes sense then.
You want to meet my daughter? Here she go.
I don't think it should be. I don't think it should be a. I'm seeing this person, so you should see my kids. I think it's when you start establishing the fact that this is going to be somebody who's going to be in your life.
Yeah.
As a bare minimum of a lifelong friend.
Not just a day in my life for the minute. This ain't your pandemic daddy. Like, no, that shit is.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit y'all with something that wasn't on the cards. I'm gonna call this a slip.
Don't even say it.
A tip slip. A tip slip. I've been trying to do a tip.
This guy here.
This graphic.
Look, you see what you doing, right? You like even pulling them out.
Tuck 'em bros. Who did on the flip side to that? Well, men. What's the value of a man? Who determines the value of a man with a child?
It's the same. You always set your value. You always set your value. No one else.
You do.
I'm saying the same.
Disadvantage? You think the guys at a disadvantage coming out with kids?
Can I say one? Let me say this real quick. It was a time where when I was dating and I had Anaya was early. When I had Anaya early on. They were like, "Oh, you got a daughter. Oh, this and this and that." I wanted to be the first person, to have a kid. I done heard females say that. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna be grimy. But the same females wind up having a kid, and not even with their baby daddy. So with that being said, so with that being said, the men are at an advantage because you get, if you're smart, you get to understand and be like, yo, this is how he take care of his kid now. Now, if I was to have a kid with him, he'd probably more likely be doing the same. Not saying it will happen, but more likely you see how he navigates with how he treats his kids.
So for you, it's like a what you call like a show and tell basically for men.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
and females love it because they see you taking care of that responsibility, and you are cultivating a healthy environment for your child. And what better way for a female to be like, damn, I like that. Yeah. That's what I want. I'm looking for that.
It's an unfair comparison because as a mother, you're expected to raise your kid and expected to be a great role model and mother to them. When females see that a man actively is in his child's life and doesn't have to be pestered and bothered and be taken to court and doing shit like that,
you still get taken to court,
it provides them a sense of comfort in saying like, all right, so if we were to have a child, I know at the bare minimum he's going to be great for that person. If we end up not making it in the long run, I know that I can count on him to be who he already is to his child. So I think it's unfair, but yeah, we do have that as an advantage of men.
Yeah.
But at the same time, again, I've heard like, I don't want to have to deal with.
So don't y'all look down upon a woman that's introduces you to their kid too early?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna say, like I said, it's all.
I'm just saying, keep that shit to yourself.
It's like I say. it's all in your intentions, right? And that's communicating and having that conversation. It's all in the intentions. Like, what are your real intentions are? If you tell her, you coming and you say, keep your kids to yourself, I just want to fuck, then that's what you want to keep it at. But if you sit here and you tell her
lock
sweet,
that door.
you tell her sweet lullabies and, I want to build some shit with you and all this other shit, you open the Pandora's box for her to be like, maybe we could build something.
Now you buying Christmas presents.
You understand?
Stupid.
If you
Okay, can I?
No, we're not doing it. But guys, go into the comment section. Let us know, females with children, how do you feel? Do you feel value? How do you determine your value? And when do you think it's a good time to
shit, you know how many lines I got skipped on because I had my baby with me? Shit.
15 down in the books.
Shit, I can't even go outside now with my kid.